Hello, thank you for coming today. I teach Buddhism and I learn in purelandschool.com where anyone can learn. So today I don't have much time, so I will explain just this little parable or metaphor that I discussed with my master, with one of the teachers of our school. So the parable is this. I'm talking about Shakyamuni Buddha, the historical Buddha here on earth. So basically it's this. He taught math in order to teach us how to use the calculator. So if you go to a town where no one knows any maths and you want to teach them maths, and you know there is a thing called the calculator, right? Which make things much easier. But you cannot just teach them how to use the calculator if they don't understand how it works, right? They need to know at least the basics. So in order to teach math, you would have to maybe start with like plus, minus, and then times, like multiplying, division, all of that. And then eventually you will be able to convey how to use the calculator. So they don't have to do all these things in like pen and paper, right? Like when we learn maths. So Shakyamuni Buddha, he attained the highest level of enlightenment at the age of 35, and he died at the age of 80. So these 45 years of teachings can be found. All the teachings can be found in the sutras. Sutra means a sermon. So he taught orally through sermons to people in gatherings. So of course Buddhism, real Buddhism, true Buddhism is meant for everyone, not just for people who are able to do these very hard ascetic practices. And he taught this too in order to teach something deeper, more profound, which is the existence of the Primal Vow. The Primal Vow, or the truth that enables all people to attain true happiness. And this is the Primal Vow of Amila Buddha, which is his master and the master of all other Buddhas in the universe. So you can find this information in only 3 sutras among the more than 7,000 sutras. And these 3 are Amitabha Sutra, Contemplation Sutra or Meditation Sutra, and the larger Sutra of Infinite Life. This is like maybe the most important one because the whole teachings of Buddhism are summarized there. It's called the larger Sutra of Infinite Life. So I can talk about this later, but today I just wanted to share this analogy. Maybe I'm kind of confused between parable, metaphor, analogy. I have to check on that. But this idea that he taught, for example, repeatedly that desire, anger, envy, jealousy, hatred, all of these blind passions make us suffer. We don't get closer to happiness. We suffer more. If we follow desire, we will never be happy. There will be always more things that we will want, that we will desire. So desire itself is something that torments us and is one of the blind passions. When something blocks our way towards our desires, we get angry easily and we are capable of doing very bad things when we want to get rid of any obstacle in our way, even other people. So this is our true nature. This is how we really are. Very selfish, wrongdoing people. But I can talk about that in another moment. The thing is that if you go along the sutras, like reading through the sutras, you will find that he talks a lot about this, about meditation or other practices that will allow you to somehow try to get rid of these blind passions, not to desire, not to get angry. But it's super hard and it's actually impossible. But so why did he teach this? Well, he taught maths in order to teach how to use the calculator. He taught the hard practices way, the traditional hard, super impossible way of the Buddhist way, the path, where you can eventually, at some point, get rid completely of desire, anger and jealousy, and more. But if you try, the more you try, the more you realize how hard it is. So he did exactly that. He taught this in order for us to practice, or actually the people closer to him at that time, those were doing ascetic practices alongside with him, and in order only for them to realize that it is impossible to attain enlightenment by that way. It is impossible, and the only way we can do is through other power. It's not our self power, but other power, by the power of the Primal Vow, by the power of Amida Buddha. So this is the parable or metaphor that I want to share with you today. He taught math in order to teach us how to use the calculator. So the calculator would be to turn single-mindedly to Amida Buddha, to trust yourself, your karmic destiny, everything into the hands of Amida Buddha. And at the moment of Ichinen, you will be granted a bright mind. You will not have a dark mind anymore. You will attain enlightenment in this lifetime, and you will be able to know past lives of you, but more importantly, your next life. And when you know this, you find yourself full of joy and tranquility, peace of mind, because you know what's going to happen to you after this lifetime. And death is not a problem anymore, in the sense of you don't fear death as much, or it's not that terrifying to think of that, because your crucial matter of the afterlife is solved. Anyone can attain this. By listening to Buddhism more and more, you can encounter this salvation, true salvation. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in my next video.